Hello. Happy Friday, everybody. It is Friday. It's the end of the week. I'm so happy to be at Friday. I'm so blessed to be at Friday. And I just want to say hello. This is a part of a 7-day series. I'm going to be talking to you guys about how I wrote my first book and how you can write your first book now. That's the name of the series, literally. Write your first book now. Get it done now. Stop waiting, right? So, who am I? I need to introduce myself just in case it's your first time in my success circle. My name is Latasha L.T. Jimerson. I'm also called the Buddy Teacher because I love to teach and I love to learn. And the people that are in my circle, we learn from each other and we're friends. So that's why I call myself the Buddy Teacher. And this video is for you if you could use a buddy teacher in your life, right? Like if you're trying to do something for the first time and it's really hard, like writing a book or running a marathon, doing something for your health, right? If this is your first time and you don't know what to do, you need a buddy teacher. You need somebody who's going to stand alongside you and coach you through the process, right? Like having a baby, you need a coach. You need a midwife. They used to call them midwives back in the day. You need, with my first baby, I had my mom on my right and my mother-in-law on my left, and they were holding my arms, holding my legs, and when it was time to push, they were helping me push because it was my first baby. I didn't know what to expect, and it was horrible. It was a lot of pain, right? But when my baby came out, my baby girl, she came out, and all that pain just melted away. So if you are here because you are curious and you want to learn a little bit more about the process, you're in the right place. If you've written something already and you have it, you haven't shown it to anybody because you just don't want to hear the criticism, you're in the right place. You're nervous. You're not sure if people are going to judge you. You just don't know what's going to happen and you're kind of scared. This is the place for you. You are a part of my success circle, and this is a safe zone, non-judgmental zone. And so you can put your guard down and relax. You can go get your pen and your paper and just relax. It's going to be okay. Breathe. It's part of what I teach in my courses is how to breathe as a writer, right? So you might be the kind of person who, like, you want to write, but then when you get that blank page in front of you and you get your pen, it's so overwhelming because the page is blank. And you're like, I don't know what to write. So you're in the right place if that's you, okay? If you start writing and you get into a flow and then all of a sudden it stops and you're like, wait a minute, what happened? I had so many good ideas. They were just flowing and going. What? You're in the right place. I got you. Don't worry, I got you. All right? So I'm putting together a beta course, and it's for people who are struggling with writing. They want to get this first book done. They want to get it out of the way this year, like not 5 years from now, like 5 minutes from now, right? I'm putting together a beta course for you. It's going to be a highly, highly valuable course. It's typically a 4-figure investment, but I'm going to discount it for you. So if you get to the middle or the end of this 7-day series and you want more information, if you want more information today, you can go to myfirstbook.org to learn a little bit about me and to book a call. If you want to book a call and talk about your book idea, no worries. I got time on my calendar for next week. Make it happen, right? So I want to talk a little bit about the results that I get for people just so you can have an idea as to what you come in the door with and what you're going to leave with. So people typically walk through the door either with a manuscript halfway done and they just need some help extending it and polishing it, or they walk through the door with a manuscript completely done and they just need to upload it and publish it, right? I can do that. But really, I can also help the person who has nothing on the page and has no idea, no clue of what they're going to be writing about or why or any of that. I take them through the stages. So everybody walks out the door with a polished, formatted, fully edited manuscript. And that's what I do. If you shop on the internet for editors, you will begin to realize that the editing piece of your book is one of the most important, most critical pieces, because you got to get the manuscript right. You got to write right. Once you write right, then you can take that manuscript to a movie producer. You could take it to a playwright. You could take it to a person who produces audiobooks. You can take it to somebody who can turn it into an ebook. Like, once you get that manuscript right, and you know how to write right, it's all good. I know. I have 8 books out. My book number 8, Visibility, just went bestseller in the category of coaching and business and leadership. So I know a little bit about writing right? And I've been doing this. I've been writing since I was 12, but I've been publishing for about 5 years now. And I've been coaching for about 4 years now. So been around the block, know how to do this, know what's up, have a lot of expertise, a lot of knowledge. And a lot of people come to me with these questions like, oh my gosh, I want to write a book. I don't know where to start. Oh my gosh, I have a fully completed manuscript. I don't know what to do, right? I can help you get that done, like not even in a matter of years or months. It's like 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Nobody goes beyond 90 days. It just don't take you that long. If it takes you that long, you're procrastinating, you're distracted, and you need to handle that. Okay, so what's on my notes? Let me look at my notes. So day 1, okay, today's day 3. Day 1 talked about ABC, the atmosphere, the breathing, and the control, right? So if you haven't seen that, that one's out on YouTube now. You need to go check that out. Day 1, developing the mindset so you can write right. Okay? Then the next day, day 2, I talked about, actually today is day 2. I actually recorded day 2 on Facebook, forgot to download it. So this is day 2 again, and it's okay because I have a whole different audience on Instagram than I do on Facebook, so it's all good in the hood, y'all. So today is day 2. And I talked about day 2 is developing the writing muscle. So when I was young, I used to watch cartoons. And one of my favorite cartoons was Popeye the Sailor Man. He's something, something, something in a can with the spinach in the can. Yeah, so he would take the spinach. Hey, Speak Up Sis podcast. Happy Friday. I'm talking about writing your first book right now and not waiting. So I was just telling a quick story about a cartoon I used to watch in the 80s. Let me know if you can identify with this. Popeye the Sailor Man. And I don't remember the whole song, but it was like Popeye the Sailor Man something. And he would pull up with this can of spinach, and he would go it down, and then all of a sudden he pulled his arm up and boom, he had this huge bicep. Okay, so the message for kids is eat your vegetables and you'll grow up to be nice and strong. So that's what Popeye represented. Boom! So it's the same thing for your writing muscle. This is what I teach my clients. When you come into my course, I'm going to teach you how to develop a muscle for writing, because as an author, writer, you should be writing at least 10 to 15 minutes a day. No exceptions, right? I don't let you slide. You come into my class, I'm like, you need to be writing. My 7th grade teacher, this is where I got this from. My 7th grade teacher, she taught English, and she would make us write every day. Timed writing. She'd set the timer. Let me know if you remember that timed writing. She set the timer for 10 minutes. And man, I couldn't stand it. I'm sitting there, 12 years old. I'm sitting in the front of the class because I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And I wear glasses, so I don't know what's going on. And she's like, okay, I don't care what you write on your paper, class. You better make sure that you have something after the 10 minutes is up, because I'm going to have you stand up and share. I'm going to have you share with your neighbor, do your pair share, whatever. So you better have something. So I remember I was so frustrated because I didn't know what to write. Like my mind was so cluttered. I guess I had a lot of anxiety about writing. So my brain just shut down and I didn't know what to do. So she said, here, she came over and whispered to me, if you don't know what to write, because she could see my face was all jacked up. Oh, hi, you're an English teacher. Okay, so you know this story. She came up to me. She said, if you don't know what to write, I'm not going to let you off the hook. You still have to do this activity. But just write a sentence that says, I don't know what to write. And then she said, and if you still don't know what to write, just write it again. Over and over again. And sure enough, she saved my whole soul. Because I wrote that sentence over and over again. I just don't know what to write. I'm confused. I'm feeling some type of way. Whatever I was writing it over and over and over and over until I had a full page in that 10 minutes. And she would say, hold it up. Let me see what you got. And she never really made us like share it out loud. It was just, she was instilling in us the power of writing as a muscle. And that's what I took away from that lesson, because she didn't let me off the hook, even though I was confused. I was a hot mess. She was like, you gonna write you gonna do this. You gonna learn today. And I was like, ah. So that's what I do for my clients. I teach them how to write their first book in 90 days. We get it done in and out. We're not playing. It's no time to waste time, because people have these ideas and they are like stuck. Like, oh, I thought I was writing something and then I don't know. Then the writer's block comes in. Yes. Thank you for the shout out. Yes, I appreciate it. People get stuck and they let all this mind clutter just ruin their whole manuscript. No, we don't have time for that. There's money to be made out here with these royalties, you guys. There's a story that you have inside of your soul. It's about your legacy. It's about you telling the world your message and transforming somebody else's life. It's not about you. It's about the reader. It's about what you allow to come through you and flow to you. That's what it is, right? So when I wrote my first book in 2016, I didn't publish it till 2017 because I was nervous. I was scared about what people would say. What if nobody buys it? What if nobody cares? Whatever. My friend was like, she's another teacher. She's like, I'll help you edit it. I'll help you publish it. What's wrong? Just do it. And she saw the fear that was welling up inside of me. She saw right through the fear. She's like, just do it. I mean, I'll tell you, when I finally released that manuscript and hit click, boom, it's done into the atmosphere, I was so nervous. I was so scared. I was like, what's going to happen? It was like fear is a puff of smoke. Like when all the dust cleared, people were calling me, texting me, emailing me, talking about, you wrote a book? I was like, yes. When did you have time to write it? And I'm like, I'm just waiting. I'm just listening for the shoe to drop, right? And every single person was like, I admire you. You're so brave. They're like, wow, your story is deep. Because I was talking about deep stuff, depression, anxiety, panic attacks, all kinds of stuff. And they were like, these are my coworkers. They're like, wow, we had no idea you were going through that kind of stuff. How come you didn't share? Blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, I'm sharing now. It's in the book. Thank you. And one of my friends was like, when are you going to write your second book? She's like, I read that book in like 2 hours. She's like, it was good. When are you going to write the next one? And I was like, girl, get out my face with that. Are you kidding me? Do you know how hard it was to get that first one out? That was like pushing out a baby in labor, but when the baby comes, you forget about that labor. You forget about the pain. You just experience the joy. And so I was like, okay, I'll do another one. Wrote another one. Here I am. I'm 8 books later. 8 books later. And my number 8 book is a collaboration with a bunch of speakers. And the book is called Visibility. It went bestseller. So I'm a best-selling author after 8 books, y'all. It's been incredible. And so my mission in life, my journey in life is I want everyone who is willing to be that author. I mean, I want them to just, thank you for the congrats. I want people to feel the amazing feeling that I feel being a person who stepped out, starting in 7th grade and just writing on that paper. I don't know what to write. But see, the thing is, I never stopped writing. After the 12-year-old me just was able to start from that teacher just giving me that push and saying, I ain't letting you off the hook, girl. Right? So that's what I want to do for you. And if you ever thought about maybe I want to do a book and I don't know how, you're in the right circle. This is my success circle right here. This is what I do all day long and twice on Sunday. So this is a series. I'm going to be on here for 7 days talking about the process. What I do, I'm going to break it down into little bite-sized pieces. So you already heard about Popeye and how he has the spinach and it develops his muscle. You have to do these. I'm going to give you 5 W's because I'm a history teacher / I taught English for a couple years. But history is my first love. In the history classroom, we do a lot of current events. Oh, call me later. I'm in the middle of a live. We do a lot of current events. We research, we do a lot of historical data and stuff like that. So we always teach the 5 W's for history, but I also have the 5 W's for people who are writers and want to get that first book done. So get a pen, get a piece of paper, and you want to write down these 5 W's because these are things that you've heard before, but I flipped it as an author and I created it so that it would give you a structure and a format for writing. Okay? So the first W, and this is the 5 W's. The first one is why. Okay? You hear it all the time. Your why should make you want to cry. Like, why are you doing what you're doing? Do you want to make a difference? Do you want to inform, persuade, heal, or reveal? And you can do all of those. But you have to have a strong why. And you have to have that written on paper. So that's the first W. The second W is where. Where do you feel comfortable? Do you write in your closet, in your car, in your garden? Do you go to the park? What is the best place for you to let those ideas flow to you and through you onto the page? You got to set the atmosphere for writing, and you have to know your preferences, right? I always say to people who don't know, start next to a lake, a river, a stream, a beach. Put some music or put something on your phone that has running water. It could be rain, right? Because it calms your brain. It slows down your thinking and it gives you a focus on something other than just drama in your life. So that's why, that's where, when. When is the most productive part of your day? Do you write better in the morning, at the noon, or at night? I'm a night owl. I'm up late into the wee hours of the night, of the morning, because it's quiet. The dogs aren't barking. The kids aren't yelling. The husband is sleeping. So, I mean, it's the best time for me. Some people might want to write in the morning. You have to know that for you, okay? So there's why, there's where, there's when, and now there's who. Who can support you in setting up that atmosphere? You need support, okay? So is it your family? Is it your friends? Is it your coworkers? Is it your neighbors? Who Is it your success circle on Instagram, your success circle on Facebook? I have a Facebook group, and it's called 2021 Publishing for Aces, like the Ace of Heart or the Ace of Spade. ACES stands for authors, coaches, educators, and speakers. So what I do is I provide a supportive environment, no judgment, judgment-free zone. And it's for people who want to come in and get some feedback on their writing. They want to ask for referrals. It's a networking opportunity. A lot of people in there are business owners. So if you're looking for a supportive environment and you don't have a support system right now, go to Facebook, look for the group 2021 Publishing for Aces, which is authors, coaches, educators, and speakers. And I will go ahead and let you in. Anybody can come in. It's open to the public. There's no prerequisites. You want to come in, come in. You do have to introduce yourself, though, once you come in and talk about your favorite book and, whatever you want people to know about you, because it's networking. So that's why, where, when, who. The last one is what. Now you can start thinking about what you want your book to be about, right? So you don't just sit down at the computer and just start typing away and you have a book. No. You really have to be strategic, and you have to be logical and rational, and you have to plan this thing out. And it's a daily process. It's not something that's going to happen in 1 week. It's a daily process. So you do a little bit, start with 10 minutes a day, like my 7th grade teacher, 10 minutes a day, 20, 30, 40. I can write for 5 hours when I'm in a groove. I could just get a pen and a piece of paper and I could just fill up notebooks. Like, boom, knock it out. Because, again, I have the muscle. For you, if you're just starting and you're brand new, just get a piece of paper and just write down the 5 W's. And just start thinking, okay, why am I writing? Okay, where's a good place? Okay, what time of day? When? Who's going to help me? What am I going to write about? What is your degree in? What did you love to study in school? What's your expertise? What are your passions? What could you just sit down on the phone and just talk about for hours? That's pretty much how you figure out what you need to write about, especially the first book. The first book could be your worst book. It could be if you don't have a structure and you're not organized. You don't know what you're doing, right? So the next part of this series is I'm gonna go into what do you do with the actual outline for the book, okay? Because in my course I have templates and I have outlines, but when you're first getting ready, there's a specific structured outline that you need to have, and that'll be the next video because I've already been on here way too long. So yeah, that's what I do. I'm putting together a beta course for people who know that they know that they know there's a story inside of their mind and their soul, and they need to get it out, but they're not exactly sure what to do. It's like it can be very confusing. So I am here to help you break it down, make it make sense, give you little tiny bite-sized chunks every day, and get you in the door and out the door in 90 days with a beautiful manuscript that is fully formatted, fully edited, fully ready to be published wherever you want it to go. Paperback, ebook, audiobook, cover, what do you want? Wherever you want it to go, I'm going to help you get there so that you can be prepared and proud of your manuscript. It's something that you can hold up, slap a bow on it, and say, look, this is what I have produced. These are my ideas that came to me and through me, and this is what I'm going to share with the world, right? So if you are interested in learning more, go to my website, myfirstbook.org. Scroll down, take a look at the bio that I have there about me. Click book a call if you'd like to book a call and get some feedback on your book idea. There's a little space where you can put in your email and your name. put in your email and your name, and what that'll do is it'll give you access to a free ebook that I wrote about how to block writer's block. You definitely want to get that. Put your name and email in there. It'll come to me. I will send you a message. And then if you're interested in the testimonials to see what I do with my clients and who I've worked with, just scroll all the way down to the bottom of the web page. And my email is at the complete bottom, and you can just send me an email if you want to ask me a question. But definitely, if you thought about writing a book, you don't know what to do, you got stuck, you're curious, maybe you haven't thought about writing a book. Maybe now you're kind of thinking about it. Maybe I just want to check this out. Book a call with me. Get on my calendar for next week. I think I have Thursday and Friday ready for next week. Get on there. Connect with me. There's so many things you could do this year. 2021, it's time to get it done. All right? So, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your time, your energy, and all of your excitement. Continue to pay attention to this 7-day series. I'm going to be on here for the next few days, and I'm going to be sharing with you little small things to do every single day to get ready to write your first book now and stop waiting. All right? Go to the website, send me emails if you have any questions. Have a great day.